everybody. So it's your girl Crystal Garrett, and I have a special guest with me, Tori Tigner.
Hi y'all.
My topic tonight is how do you pick your makeup? So how do you choose your foundation? You know, there are so many different foundation and foundation types out there. I know that it's overwhelming when you go into the store. Hey Jade, when you go into the store, you check it on your cheek. Okay. So when you go into the Walmart and the Targets and the Walgreens, there's so many different foundations. How do you choose them? It's so hard because you cannot open the package. Sometimes these packages won't even open up their cases in the plastic to show you what the tone even looks like. And even with that, you still don't know if you're going to get the right tone once you get it home, open up the package, and try it on. Now, I do hear some people say that the stores will allow you to return the product if it hasn't been used or if it's not the right color, but that leaves you going back and forth and back and forth. You know, choosing a different color, taking it home, trying it, choosing a different color, taking it home, trying it, taking it back to the store, returning, all that good stuff. Okay, Felicia says, I normally go to the counter and ask someone that looks like me for help after a drawer full of wrong matching foundations. Right. So that's a great idea, but sometimes you can even go wrong with that too, because they're just like you. They're just trying product in the package as well. Yeah, when you go to the department stores, that can be hit or miss as well, because you have all the fancy lights, the fluorescent lights that have all of the different colors in them. Sometimes these fluorescent lights can be yellow. They can have a blue tone to them. So when they try on your makeup, it may look great in the store, and then when you get outside into the natural light, the product that they tried on you, which you probably have purchased because you thought it was cute in the store, right? When you get to your car and you flip into the rear view mirror, and again, you still look a different color, right? Your neck and your face is a different color. And the reason that this happens is the lighting, number one, and number two, the product has to oxidize on your skin, which means it has to mix with your natural oils and all that good stuff. And that a lot of times leaves us looking orange. It can leave us looking gray. And that is where that ashy look comes from. The everyday person doesn't understand the lighting and how the products mix with your natural oils and oxidize and all these good things. So you don't know what to look for, and the people in the stores aren't going to tell you because all they want to do is make a sale. Hey, my tone is a mixture of yellow and slight red. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do my custom blend on Tori, and some of you guys have seen me do this before. Some of you get your custom blend makeup from me. Bianca says she needs to get some more. Well, girl, all you have to do is go online or text me. You know how to do it. Felicia says I want some too. Okay, Felicia, look for that link up top. So first thing I'm going to do is just kind of clean Tori's face off. Sanitize my hands a bit. Sanitation is key. I'm trying to read comments. I need check into the custom blend. Also, okay, Sarah, you're a makeup artist, aren't you? If I'm not mistaken. How can someone tell their tones, i.e. yellow, red, warm, or cool? LaShawn says, me too. Okay, so Jay, Jay, you know the answer to this. If we're talking warm and cool, just kind of think about the sun and the ocean. Okay, so the cool are kind of bluish tones, and warm is like fire, red and yellows and all that good stuff. Cools are greens, blues, and purples. All right, Jay. And normally, if someone is trying to figure out what their skin tone is, all you do is just kind of look into your skin. And I think Miss June just said she has a little bit of yellow and some red, and that's very common. I love custom blends. I used to wear prescriptives. I want to try your makeup. Okay, Tatanisha. Hey, Reagan. So I'm going to kind of show you on Tori. Just going to start with a clean face here. Y'all keep the questions coming. I'm going to try to read as I go. Janine, shared your video. Let them know. Just shared your video. Let them know you appreciate it. Hey, Paulette. Hey, girl. So when we're looking into someone's skin, normally you can look at Tori right off the bat and tell she's what? She has a lot of yellow in her undertone. Hey, Deidre. She has a lot of yellow in her undertone. If you take and kind of look right in the high cheek area, sometimes in the forehead area, you'll be able to kind of see that undertone. And here I see a lot of yellow in Tori's undertones. Sometimes you'll notice we have a darker tone around the outer portion of our face. Normally it's on the outer cheek area. Sometimes that is kind of reddish, right? It's like burgundy. Princess says she needs a custom blend. Okay, Princess. So sometimes you'll see like burgundy tones or darker reddish tones, and that's fine. A lot of women of color have different skin tones going through there. And what happens is, hey Casey, what happens is with my custom blend, I'm able to mix, and you'll see really soon, I'm able to mix those colors together so that when we apply it to the skin, it just melts into like one flawless finish. Okay. So we've already determined that Tori has like a yellow skin tone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a base that matches her the closest. Okay. So bear with me as we locate our bases. And you can kind of see as I'm rotating back here, I have different base tones, and I'll bring them a little bit closer so you guys can see the different base tones. So these are my brown skin girl tones. Some are darker and some are lighter. Okay. And I can take and use one of these, or I can mix and match them together. Okay. Hey, Shayna. Okay. And I think it's been years since I made your custom blend, right? Because you make your own, right?
Yes.
She makes her own, so it's been
Sorry,
a long time.
everyone. I'm trying to snap and put it on Facebook at the same time.
Need this by the weekend? Yeah, it's possible. Teresa, BIStylesalon.com. BIStylesalon.com. If you go there, BIStylesalon.com, just scroll down a little bit and you'll see where it says custom blend something or another. Just click there and it'll have everything there. Just fill out that form and follow all that good stuff. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to be mixing Tori's color. So right now I have two different shades. I don't know if y'all can see because of the comments are here. So I have two different shades here. I have my lighter shade and my darker shade here. And I'm just going to test on her skin tone. So turn your face that way. So that's my lighter shade. And my darker shade. So you see one is too dark and one is too light. So what I'll do is I'll take and mix those two together. Hey, Katisha. So I'm just going to take and mix those two together because it works, okay? I know it's going to work. It's a crazy noise. I hope you guys can see pretty well. So I'm going to take and clean those stripes off because we're not going to use those two. Well, we're going to use those two, but mixed together. Okay, can you all see that? Who is that? Daphne. Hey, Daph. So I have her swatch right here. Can you see that? To kind of turn. Can y'all see that? Thumbs up if you can see it. I'm gonna see if I can slide this up some. Great, Bianca. Thank you. Okay, so this looks good to me, but it has a little bit of a peach tone. Thank you. It has a little bit of a peach tone to it. So I'm going to cancel out that peach tone. For some of us, that would make us look too orange, okay? So I'm going to cancel out that peach tone. And for my hairstylist and my makeup artist on here, what color is going to cancel out the orange or the peach tone? Come on, y'all help me out. Nobody? Okay. I'll tell you. My blue. My blue is going to cancel out my peach tone. There you go, Bianca. Good girl. So I just take and mix my, all right, Jay, mix my blue in, okay? And it's going to cancel out the peach. And I'm going to see if I can hold this close enough for you all to see as I mix it. You see how it's canceling that color out? Forgive the noise, it's metal on metal. But you see how it's kind of getting rid of that peach. It's kind of making it more neutral. All right, Felicia. I got some folks on here that know some things. Can y'all see the difference in that? Can y'all see the difference? So this is the one that we just mixed the blue with. It canceled out the orange tone. Can y'all see that? Thumbs up if you can see it. Now, yes, better. Cool beans. So this is the deal. Now what I want to do is I want to make this color, after I've canceled out all of the things that don't look right with this, what I want to do is make this melt into Tori's skin. And she has a lot of yellow in her skin naturally, so that's what we're going to add in. We're going to add in there you go, Bianca. We're going to add in what makes her up, right? Good deal, Jay. So I'm going to add in my yellow. I have my yellow here, right? All right, come on, Drew. Okay, so we have our yellow mixed in here. Mix this yellow into here, like so. And now let's do our test. Look at that. Look at God. Can y'all see that? Now it's neutral. Go on, Jay, teach from the other side of the camera. Black girls rock. This is awesome. Yes, yes. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and clean these stripes off. Wow. Woo, woo. Okay, so let me clean these stripes off, and we're going to make this melt right into Tori's skin. Okay, so she has a clean face. I am going to add my face whatever, Jay. I'm about to use my face primer so that her makeup goes on smooth and the product lasts all day. And you know what? I am going to apply the foundation to one side of the face first. Hey, Miss Carrie. Okay, face primer, check, right? Check, face primer. Everybody use face primer. Deidre, come on down. Everybody use face primer. Thumbs up for face primer. Is that primer motives? Yes, it is. Yes, you should. Y'all talks amongst yourselves. Felicia says, hey, Carrie. All right, thumbs up for face primer. Okay, here we go. Can I get a drum roll, please? Yep, primer and finishing spray. There you go, Shayna. Katisha, no. Is it necessary? Yes, it's necessary. Drum roll, please. Here we go. Where are my drum rolls? I want to see if y'all can make it happen. Okay. Okay, Maddie. Okay, here we go. Foundation brush. Everybody use foundation brush. Lori says, with the oily skin that some of us have, how can we stop the foundation from smudging? You know this is out of my wheelhouse, so I'm so basic. Thank you for the drum roll. What was that question about oily skin? I get so distracted. I'm gonna come back to you, my oily skin question. Alrighty, y'all. Notice that I am taking my foundation brush, bringing it down and letting it drop off of her chin or her cheek. I am not bringing it all the way down her chin and into her neck. You have none of these tools? Yes, Tanisha, you need a foundation brush because the sponge is going to absorb all your makeup. Now, I'm not talking about a blender, a makeup blender. That's great to use after your application, but to apply, you need a foundation brush, okay? So, turn to the side, Tori. So here's her finished product. Again, remember I took my foundation brush and I'm just gliding, whoop, right off the side of her cheek there. Whoop. But you see this matches her neck perfectly, right? Yes, it is perfect. So if we turn to this side, look at me, Tori. So if you turn to this side, I don't know if you can see, Tori has a couple of imperfections, which we all do, right? Right up in here. Some hyperpigmentation. It's very light. Hyperpigmentation, I don't have to use a whole lot of product to cover her hyperpigmentation. This is a medium coverage and it covers just about everything. I haven't forgot about your oily question. I'm coming back to it. I want to make sure I read it right. All right, so she is done. Her foundation is a winner. Okay, powder with this? Yeah, I'll powder her in just a second. I think that was the question. Let me come back. Let me go back. Okay, with the oily skin that some of us have, how can we stop the foundation from smudging? So, I'm not quite sure what you mean by the foundation smudging, but I'm thinking, depending on what you're applying it with, it may seem blotchy in some areas. Sometimes if we apply with our fingers, it doesn't, hey Tara, the foundation doesn't go on evenly or smooth. Sometimes if you don't powder your foundation afterwards, if you don't set your foundation with the powder like what I'm about to do, you may have a tendency to have your foundation slide a little bit because it's liquid and it will slide. So you have to set it with the powder. I'm very, very, very oily. And when I put my foundation on, I always powder it so I don't have an issue with it sliding, or any of my customers for that matter. If I answered your question, give me a thumbs up. If not, tell me to clarify some more. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and powder now. Now, there are different types of powders. I answered, great, good. So there are different types of powders, okay? We have loose powders, we have pressed powders, We have translucent powders. We have powder foundations. And the list goes on and on and on and on. We have powder bronzers. So is powder better for oily skin and finishing spray better for dry skin? Not necessarily, Shayna. Okay, so Shayna, I need to come over there and do a look. Okay, Amber, come on. So Shayna, what happens is if you have oily skin, normally oily skin needs to be balanced. Okay, balanced skin is a combination of water and moisture. So a lot of times, y'all are really talking amongst yourselves. Hey, Kelly. I'm gonna hit you in just a second, Renee. Let me get back to Shayna. So what happens is your skin needs to be balanced, okay? A lot of times people with oily skin, they feel like they don't need a moisturizer or they don't want certain products on their skin because they feel like it makes them more oily. So they end up using things like alcohols and things that they feel will dry their skin out. Well, what happens is you're drying out your skin too much and it's unable to be balanced. So once you start really drying out your skin is fighting back. So it's producing more oil because you're drying it out. So it's producing more. You're drying it out and it's producing more. So it's just like a endless cycle that keeps going on. Now with your foundation, you should definitely use a moisturizer and or a primer with your foundation. That way your skin is moisturized and you don't have to worry about overproducing oil. Make sure you're still drinking lots of water, all that good stuff. I know it sounds really cliche, but it's the truth because you need that balance. So you can use a liquid foundation and set it with the powder. No big deal. You can use a powder all by itself. Just depends on the level of coverage that you want and the finished product that you want. Okay? Just every day for a youngster like you, you may just get away with some powder. Okay? If you want to be flawless and fabulous and all that extra, you might want to do a foundation and set it with the powder for your special occasions. What's a good soap? You use liquid foundation? Well, that's good, Shayna. Just make sure that you're moisturizing, not using any alcohol and things like that on your skin. And you may just want to set it with the light powder. Tara, my face is oily and dry in patches now. What's a good soap? I try to stay away from soaps because soaps can dry. They leave a film and they dry your skin out some. Unless you use like a black soap. That's like the only soap that I ever recommend is a black soap. We can talk later. I have great skincare lines that I'll talk to you about more things, more in depth that's going on with your skin. And we'll do like a consultation and all that good stuff, okay? Because it may be a little bit more to it than what, we could talk about right here. Renee, I'm coming back to you when I get ready to powder. I used Sephora powder last week. Yuck. No. Awful. Terrible. I want to be all of that you just said. Fabulous. All that. Ambi has a good black soap. The black soaps that I like to use are like the more natural ones. I go to Ann's and get one. And it's called African something or another. It's the biggest one that they have. They have different little brands. That are kind of little and like that. But they have one that's like a big chunk. And it's black and it has all of the nuts and all that stuff in it. I use that one. But it can be strong. You may have to cut it. Not cut it, but cut it like with water or something before you use it. Okay, I'll post the website. I'm not by the computer right now, so I can type it in, but I'll post it in the comments when I get done here. So the question I wanted to answer for African heritage, that's the one. Somebody knew what I was talking about. How do you know which powder is best for you? Okay, Renee. So here we go. Thanks, Bianca. So here we go with the powders. Depends on the level of coverage that you want, okay? So here is a translucent loose powder, and they come in different colors. So it's really, really light. Yeah, I like them, Bianca. It's really light, okay? Not light in color, but light in texture. Can y'all see that? So it's really light. Never mind the color, just talking about the texture. So that one's really light in texture. It's a loose, translucent. And then I have a pressed translucent right here. This is a pressed translucent. You need to cut it. Y'all are crazy. Press translucent. Okay, about the same in texture, right? Is that too close? About the same in texture. I look like I'm about to pop Tori in the face. Okay, then we have like a powder foundation. I absolutely love my powder foundations. So it's a little heavier in texture. Probably can't even see that good, y'all. And then we have like bronzers and all of that kind of stuff too. Did I miss anything? Translucent, pressed, and loose powder foundations. Then we have like bronzers and... Did I miss something, Jay? Did I miss something?
No.
Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm engaged.
She's okay. So if I miss something, y'all throw it out there and I'll hit it. Okay, so now I'm going to set Tori with a powder foundation. No, I think I'm going to set her with a loose translucent. I like this loose translucent because it's not really matte. We look kind of funny, or I do anyway. It's not really matte. It has like some illumination to it, so it gives you life. You know, it doesn't have all that matte dry finish. Have you tried this?
No.
You haven't tried it? It's the Motives Loose Translucent Powder.
No, it's awesome.
You sleeping on it? So I like to use like a kabuki brush. So we have, this is a flat top kabuki kind of. So I put my product in here. Okay, so you see how it sits on top of the bristles. So I just take and turn it straight ahead, and tap it on my dresser or whatever, and you see how the powder falls down into the, hey Donna, falls down into the bristles. That's going to give you enough powder in those bristles to go all around your face. Hey, Kayla. Girl, you done missed the custom blend. So now just take and buff it all around. You see that? You see how light it is going into the air? Tap down, tap, tap, tap. Clear, translucent, or does it have a tone like Ben Nye? This one has a tone. How long does this all take to put on in the AM? 20 minutes or less foundation powder? 30 seconds. Whoop, that powder's still coming on out of there. So you see, that was actually more than enough. There's still powder in that bristle. You see that? So it doesn't take but a little bit. So yes, Jay, it does have a tone to it. Y'all really can't see this tone. Hey, Tori. Hey, Gwen. Hey, Gwen. Hey, Anitra. So that pretty much is the Custom Blend foundation. And as you can see, she looks good, right? No two-tone, no line of demarcation. It's light on her skin. She doesn't look cakey, doesn't look heavy. Great for every day. And believe it or not, I use this same technique for everyday people going to work, my soccer moms protecting themselves from the elements outside. I use it on photo shoots, print media, runway, everything. I don't have to change up my routine, my customized routine for any. Tori doesn't age. What is she, 12 now? 11 and a half. What did I miss? Is it full coverage? It's medium coverage. Yes, it's very natural, Renee. So Donna, it's medium coverage, custom blend foundation.com. Can powder be blended? Yes. My custom blend powders are here. Up top, you see these little containers here? Same concept. I have my base tones and I have all of the colors to make everything match your skin tone or do color corrections. So with the foundations, you guys, some of you talked about having oily skin, dry skin, patches, and all of these types of problems. Well, within the foundation, I have different skincare ingredients that I can add in the foundation that your mom, good Bianca, I'll give mom some. I have all of these skincare ingredients that can be added into the foundation, and they will help you. It will help your skin while you're wearing the foundation. And some of the skincare ingredients work only while you're wearing the foundation, so they sit on top of the skin and work that way. Some of the skincare ingredients actually penetrate the skin and work within the skin. Okay, so we can do mattifier, which mattes the foundation for those of you who don't like the dewy finish. We have a moisturizer or a primer that I can add in to the foundation. I can add sunscreen. Sorry, Tori, I'm not trying to knock you out. For those of you who like the dewy finish, we can have the dewy pearl finish. Yep, Jay, you beat me to it. Then I have a firming complex. So for those of us who have a little age behind our belt, we need a little extra help firming up. Oil control for those of us that are really, really oily. And hydrator for those of us who need some hydration in our skin. Remember I talked about the proper balance between oil and water for our skin. So these can be added in one at a time, or you can have a combination of skincare ingredients. Same thing with powder. Need some oil control, yes. So who is that said they can't go without their primer and their finishing spray? I'll be trying to tell you, Jay. Our finishing spray. So Tori, close your eyes for me. So this is just our finishing spray. It's a setting spray. It will allow your makeup to last all day long. Does it rub off with the finishing spray? Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to go in with the paper towel and just, if you're rubbing, so you see just a little bit came off, but I mean, you got to really be rubbing to get product off. Okay. Hey, Kokesha. So Miss June, my next class actually, and you would love this, Miss June, for your girls, is a spring break beauty camp for our young people, our teens. It is a full week. It's a camp. It's a full week of beauty lessons, from hair care to skin care to makeup. Just taking care of our person. Okay, that is my next class that I have scheduled.